it's so simple because I really revert everything in my life ends up one way or another, it reverts back to either sports or rodeo, because every lesson I ever learned come from either one of those avenues, that of things that matter. And so it's not overly complicated to me in a sense to try to dumb things down. But when you talk about that engagement with the community, and you talk about uh, people, basically they always use the old saying of, oh, well, you're here to answer their worst day and all that. And I agree wholeheartedly with that. And I think one of the big platforms that I'm kind of trying to push here is like truly understanding that. I think that we've gotten to a point with a lot of the leaders, if you will, that are missing the whole adage. Like, you can be educated as you want to, but what real education is understanding whatever that subject is. And whether if you understand how to do a math problem and you have a math degree, well, that makes sense. You're educated in math. One thing that I'm trying to, my dogs are pissed off. It's starting to thunder outside. One thing that I want guys to start recognizing is, like, we push really hard on the understanding of trying to keep ourselves safe, but we lose the understanding of what it's like to be that person in that burning building. And we talk about it and we act like we understand. Yeah, we're sorry you lost your family member. We're sorry you lost your home. Whatever that looks like, we kind of sort of pretend like we understand, but do we really understand? And I love that you were talking earlier about the search culture that you're trying to push, even with limited staffing, even with a hard response time of your mutual aid coming from 15 minutes down the road. But you're still having your guys push that narrative, because that shows you have an understanding. Like, it really sucks to burn to death. It really sucks to smoke, like have smoke inhalation and choke on that shit, hoping a fireman comes. And to me, until you really start understanding that, and you take away all the little catchphrases of why we're being, safety driven, and start really understanding, like, that is a miserable death. That's not a good death. As the Native Americans would say, there's a good death. That's not a good death. That sucks. And it's our job to try to prevent that. And I really wish we put a lot of focus across the nation, of all departments, on really understanding that's the fold that we're stepping. We're trying to prevent that. And it doesn't really matter, like you're talking about, they want a professional. It doesn't matter if you're volunteer, it doesn't matter if you're paid, doesn't matter if you're one station, two stations. Houston Fire Department with 100 stations. They expect that rock star to show up and stop that from happening, and to understand that that's what they're trying to do. And I think it's really cool that even at a smaller organization on the other side of the country, you're trying to accomplish that, because you have that understanding. And then getting out in the community and doing the water paloozas and the parades and stuff, all the different things that we do, it really shows that your guys, it shows the public that your guys understand their way of life, however that looks like, but their way of life. And I just think that's cool. I just want to kind of paint that, basically to give you that attaboy on that, because I think that's cool, because a lot of chiefs are not doing that.
I mean, it's tough. For me, being a fire district chief and a city chief at the same time, there's a lot of different things that I make sure that my guys don't have to worry about. I let them try to do, manage what you can control. And if our guys focus on that at the firefighter level all the way up, then our life would be so much easier in the firehouse. Don't worry about, what somebody else is doing. Just take care of what you need to take care of, and things will, honestly, you'll have fun. I remember what it was like to have fun in a firehouse. My 4 days was looking towards my 2 days sometimes. I love my family and I love being with them, but sometimes I just wanted to get back to work because I didn't want to miss out on something, because I enjoyed being on the job. If something bad was going to happen, I wanted it to happen when I was there, because I knew that I could handle it and that challenge that was out there in front of us. So I would like for them to have that. I can't want that for them. They have to want that themselves. And that's hopefully who we're hiring, is that want. I don't want people to run away from danger. I want them to understand that they've trained for it, they're prepared for it, and it's their job to do it, or don't do this job.